Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Mhm.
Today, we're going to be looking at something that I think we can all agree
Mhm.
that you know we encounter like every day,
Mhm.
and that is conversations about the weather.
Yeah.
But we're going to be going a little bit deeper than just like
A little deeper.
small talk.
Yeah.
So to kind of guide us on this deep dive, we have a little snippet of a dialogue
Okay.
between these two people named Ben and Anna,
Okay.
and they're just waiting at a bus stop.
All right.
But it's really interesting because just this like really simple conversation
Okay.
reveals so much about like their personalities,
Mm.
how they use information,
Right.
and even like how they connect with the world around them.
Interesting.
So yeah, let's jump into it.
Right.
So our scene opens up. Ben and Anna are at the bus stop,
Okay.
and Ben just whips out his phone
All right.
and starts checking the weather app.
Oh, interesting.
He's trying to
Yeah.
decide like, do we need to like make a run for it? If it starts raining. Anna, on the other hand,
Right.
she's not worried about her phone. She's just kind of looking up at the sky.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So like right away we're seeing these two different approaches to information.
Right.
Like Ben is
Yeah.
our data-driven friend.
Data driven.
He wants like
He wants the facts.
the concrete forecast.
Okay.
And Anna's more like, just going to use my eyes.
Yeah. Using her own senses.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's fascinating because, we see this all the time in how people gather information. Some people are very reliant on data. They want the numbers, they want the statistics.
Right.
And others are more comfortable with personal experience or even intuition, like a gut feeling.
Yeah, like almost like a
Exactly. A heuristic.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Um,
But I mean, couldn't you be like both
right.
a planner and spontaneous?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I just feel like I'm kind of both.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
Right. Yeah. And it's not about, putting people into these rigid categories.
Right.
But these initial reactions that we're seeing here,
Yeah.
they often give us clues about
Sure.
maybe some underlying tendencies
Yeah.
or preferences.
So these tendencies kind of play out throughout the rest of the conversation.
Exactly. And we see that especially when they start talking about the future.
Okay, so the bus is still nowhere in sight.
Yeah.
And, they start chatting about tomorrow's weather.
Okay.
And Ben being Mr. Planner,
Yeah.
he's already checked the forecast for tomorrow.
Of course he has.
And it's more like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, she's keeping it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
What do you think about that difference?
Well, I think that really highlights different planning styles.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's something that we all experience in our own lives.
Right.
Think about how you approach
Yeah.
something like packing for a trip.
Are you someone who meticulously lists every item weeks in advance?
Oh, no.
Or are you more
Last minute.
the last minute throw everything in the bag type?
Yeah, more like that.
Yeah.
So as they're chatting,
Mhm.
we also learn about their weekend plans.
Okay.
Anna is picturing herself relaxing with a book in the park.
Okay.
Ben's thinking about maybe going for a walk or having a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, all depending on the weather.
Of course. Yes.
But this is where I think it starts to get really interesting.
Right.
Because their weather preferences kind of start to reveal
Yeah.
like their deeper values.
Exactly.
Like for Anna, it seems like connecting with nature
Yeah.
in like a calm, solitary way
Mhm.
is like really important to her.
It seems
Like
also
a gentle breeze,
Yeah.
the dappled sunlight.
Yeah.
That's like her ideal weekend.
Right.
Ben, on the other hand,
Yeah.
he seems
She
like
can't
he's
draw into
like
sleep?
more active outdoor experience.
They are active. Yeah.
So it's like the weather almost becomes like a springboard for understanding what they find enjoyable and like how they want to spend their free time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes even further because they start talking about like their favorite seasons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Ben, he loves summer.
Of course.
He loves the longer days, the
Mhm.
warmth,
Mhm.
the opportunity for like even more outdoor activities.
Right. Yeah, more of those outdoor activities.
And summer is often associated with like energy
Energy for
and social interaction.
Yeah.
And there's actually some research that shows that like
Oh, really?
extroverts tend to prefer summer.
Huh. Interesting.
Anna, on the other hand, she prefers spring.
Okay.
Spring is a time of like
Renewal.
moderate temperatures
Yeah.
and that fresh greenery.
Right. All those flowers blooming.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but I feel like we're getting like this little glimpse into their personality
I think so too.
just from like this short exchange about the weather.
Just a simple conversation at the bus stop.
Yeah. Who knew that small talk could be so insightful?
Well, that's the thing. I think we often underestimate the power of everyday conversations.
Yeah.
What we've seen here with Ben and Anna is that weather talk isn't just about, exchanging information about the forecast.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a window into how people think, what they value, how they interact with the world.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point. Like, you can learn so much about a person
Absolutely.
from like these little snippets of conversation.
Just those little everyday moments.
So I want to pose like a little challenge to our listeners.
Okay.
Think about like your last conversation about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Were you like the Ben,
Yeah.
armed with all the data from your weather app?
Yeah.
Or were you more like Anna, trusting your senses, looking up at the sky?
That's a good question.
And when you talk about your weekend plans, did those plans reveal like a desire for sunshine or maybe a cozy rainy day inside?
Yeah, what kind of weather did you gravitate towards?
Yeah, it's really amazing what we can learn from even like
Yeah.
the most everyday conversations.
Absolutely.
So keep those ears open,
Yeah.
and until next time, happy exploring.